Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. A lot is going on in the country today. We have a matter of the Madlanga Commission, which everybody is glued up on that matter. And on the other hand, in East London, Julius Malema is facing the judgment on the gun charge. He's awaiting to find out if he's guilty or not guilty. And as if those matters were not enough, we get the news that the South African ambassador to France, Mr. Nathi Mthethwa, has unfortunately passed away. The circumstances around his death are still not confirmed, and I've had a look at one of the publications that broke the story, and they're actually trying to tell us what might have happened in the case of Mr. Nathi Mthethwa. According to the publication, they are saying that Emmanuel Nkosi Nathi Mthethwa disappeared yesterday, which was Monday, the 29th of September. They say, but his body was found today at the Hyatt Hotel in Paris. The 58-year-old was reported missing by his wife, who indicated having received a worry message from him in the evening. The Paris prosecutor's office said his body was eventually found nearby, right above the famous Hyatt Hotel in Port de Maillot. He had booked a room on the 22nd floor, whose secure window was forced open. You know, I really think this is a very sensitive matter, and I'm hearing reports that they're still trying to find out and get a final report on what happened. But as you listen to the publication, The Mirror, telling us that, well, the man sent a worry message to his wife, and the wife reported the husband missing because it was allegedly over 24 hours since he saw the man. And as the report continues, it says that he was found outside the hotel, just next to it, trying to tell us that it might have been a suicide, falling from the 22nd floor. A very, very sad picture when you look at the fact that this is a former minister of police. This is the man at the moment who, when we've listened to the Madlanga Commission, they've mentioned his name. You go back to the issue of the ad hoc committee. They've listed his name as one of those who must come forward and testify at that committee. Not to say the death of Nathi Mthethwa has to do with those things, but it is really worrying looking at the fact that he might have fell from the 22nd floor, as they are saying that the window was forced open. I just want to play this video of Mr. General Mkhwanazi when he spoke about Nathi Mthethwa, just to look at the fact that we are having a bigger problem in the country, but the death of Mr. Nathi Mthethwa is very sad, and I think he's one of those people who could have contributed massively when we speak about the issue of Madlanga Commission. Please have a listen.
Julie must be charged. She wants to withdraw that letter. So when I ask about why you want to withdraw the letter of a criminal case, you've read the case and you wrote to me and you say, Julie must go and face the music. Why do you want to withdraw it? And she said, no. It's my career now in line. So I need to withdraw that. I made a wrong decision. I should not have said Ndluli must be charged. Which means she touched the wrong people in the higher echelon of maybe within the police structures or in government that did not want Ndluli to be charged. And I refused to come back and withdraw the letter. And then I received a phone call from the Minister of Police, Nathi Mthethwa, commissioners. I went to his residence in Waterkloof. And when I arrived there, the Inspector General is sitting on one side of the table. Mr. Mthethwa is sitting on the other side of the table. The minister says to me that I forced the Inspector General of Intelligence to write the letter that says, Mkhwebi is wrong, this matter must go to court. She said, I forced her. Then I told her, I said, no, Minister, Advocate Khateb is an old woman. She's an advocate. How can I point a gun at her and force her to write a letter? Besides, when this letter was written in her office, and she actually is not the author of the letter. The author of the letter is Advocate J. Govender, who is an experienced prosecutor person who's working in that office. She's the one that drafted the letter, not you, not the Inspector General of Intelligence. The minister didn't want to hear any of that. A simple say, we must stop prosecuting Ndluli, we must stop disciplinary case against Ndluli. Now, if we talk about political interference, that was the worst I've ever experienced. At that time, Commissioner, I come from the specialized operation. The only thing I know is to chase criminals. And I'm promoted to become the acting National Commissioner. And I'm confronted with this in front of me. And I said, but this is not what I signed for when I joined the police. This can't be right. The minister can't give me these instructions. Then I said to the minister, Minister, maybe you brought me into this position and you thought you were going to use me as a pawn because perhaps of my age or whatever, but you are wrong. I'm not going to do that.
In other news, Mr. Julius Malema has been waiting for 2 days to find out if he's guilty or not. And by the looks of things, Julius Malema looks unsettled. It looks like he is unsure of whether he's guilty or not guilty. For the first time ever, I've seen Julius looking unsettled in court, and I've watched many court appearances of Julius Malema, and this one is where it looks like he's definitely unsure. Probably because he feels that the magistrate is a white person, or maybe he thinks that this is the time where they got him. I just want you to listen to this video after the adjournment of that court judgment, which will continue tomorrow, which is Wednesday, the 1st of October. Julius spoke to the crowd, but you could see that he doesn't have a lot to say. Please have a listen.
Viva, EFF, viva! Viva! Tata, EFF, tata! Tata, Youth Command, tata! Mandla! Thank you very much, SG, DP, DSG, TG, National Chairperson, and all leaders of the EFF who are here, our mothers who are here. And this is today is our home, so because the judgment is our home, so guilty or not guilty, it is our So let me not say a lot. I will talk to you tomorrow. I just felt I must say hi and wait for the judgment. Amanda.
The issue of Julius Malema is a very serious one because whatever happens, if they find him guilty, it is going to change many things. I mean, the best he could get would be a suspended sentence, but if they send him directly to jail, it is going to change a lot of things. I'm thinking it's not a possibility, but if it was to happen, everything would change. From the organization to parliament, a lot of things would change. But hopefully it doesn't get to that point, because if it ever goes there, many things will change. And I'm worried about the fact that the magistrate has been there for 2 days and she reads slow, she gets tired, she adjourns, a lot of things are happening. As if like the whole thing of delaying and taking so long, she's trying to indicate to us that I'm going to drop a bombshell. That is why I am so worried about the fact that whatever happens, if they come with negative things in terms of the EFF, we might see people revolting and saying that if you are sending our leader to jail, you're going to face us.
And he arrived and he examined cartridge mentioned in four 4.13.1. And it was further marked I have no problem with that. At the moment, it's not the media, it's the lights, and it's affecting my eyesight. So, not read for about 20 minutes. It will definitely enable me to pick up speed once we commence. So, what is the suggested time to commence?
We should take half an hour. This lady passed the
I'm very pale. It's only because of the strain on my eyes and the lights here. Okay, so it's, let us say it's 10 to 1 by the time all agrees. Can we say 1:30 we will be ready in court to proceed? Thank you. I'll rest my eyes.
I mean, we wait to hear what happens tomorrow, and whatever happens, I think we must respect whatever the decision the magistrate has come with. If they want to challenge it, they can do that. But until that, we wait to see if Malema will be a free man or if they're sending him to jail.